Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be doing a review and some swatches and using the Sabrina palette. This is the first time NYX actually collaborates with another brand, so it's pretty cool that they chose Sabrina. I have been watching the show. I am currently on season 3, I think episode 4. I've been lagging a little bit because I don't know, just my life has been crazy these last couple days, so I'm finally like calm and collective and can start now binge watching it. So I'm probably gonna binge watch it all day today, and you guys will see my full thoughts, all the swatches in here, the names. I created this makeup look using it. I really loved it. A lot of things were super pigmented. I feel like you guys are not gonna be disappointed. And this does retail for $35. I got it at my local NYX. Oh my god, I had lipstick on my teeth. I'm not too sure if it's still available online, if it's sold out, but if you guys can grab it, I would definitely recommend it. I also give out, I guess, stickers for it too. This is really cute. It has Salem, Sabrina right there, her cheerleading outfit, super cute. Backs are high, the B4. I don't know what this is called. I'm not a freaking bruja. I don't know what they're called. Okay, I just like the show. Some candles. This is super cute. I came with it when I bought the palette. The palette retails for $35. Not too bad. Most palettes are around that price point. Some even higher, but for being a drugstore brand, a more affordable brand, I think $35 is a really reasonable price point. So yeah, we are going to be getting started with the video and what I think of the palette. So this is how it looks like inside. It's a little bit messy, but the packaging outside super pretty. This is the back. It does show which shades that you cannot use for your eyelid area. The stars show you that you cannot use around the eye areas, but we're going to be using them on our eyes anyways, so I'm not too sure why they put that. I think because some of them will stain your eyelids, so they just put that as a cautious. So this right here in the front, it has a little bit of like the spell the moons on there. I'm honestly ignorant when it comes to all of like the witch spells and the witchcrafts and stuff because I don't know what it means. I just really like the show. Super cool and interesting. Unfortunately it didn't come with a mirror, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like, well, I wanted a mirror in it. So if you guys did want a mirror, it doesn't come with a mirror. I don't really care too much of a mirror, but this is the palette. Honestly, so far I've stared at this palette in all of the shade ranges. I feel like I'm honestly going to be using a lot. I love how it has like neutral shades, very wearable shades, and then you get like some shimmers in it and some darker shades throughout the palette. I really love it. It's really diverse. You can get honestly so many looks out of this. The only thing I would say is I noticed they don't have too much of a dark brown. This one's really pretty, but it's more like a burgundy shade when you swatch it, so I wish it did have like a dark brown in between this shade and the black shade as well. It never really has like the names on it, so this is, I know, their first collaboration ever. So I hope that they continue to do more collaborations, or at least palettes just like this, because we're so used to like the smaller palettes. I'll show like some palettes that NYX normally has, but we're used to those palettes and not really thinking NYX as a eyeshadow palette. At least I wouldn't think so. We're so used to like, you know, Anastasia, we're used to Morphe, Too Faced, those type of palettes, but I'm glad that they brought out this one because it's time for them to step up their game, and I really hope in the future that they make more palettes. Okay, so the next part we're going to be just putting on some eyeshadow. Alright guys, so we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. I have no eyeshadow and no blush or highlighter on because the palette will have some blushes and some highlighters. I'm going to start with the blush first actually. I'm going to take Harvey and just applying a little bit on. Okay, real quickly, I really like the blush. The blush is cute. I do like the blush so far. So I'm going to go in with the highlighter now and take like a generous amount and just put it. I like that. I want to intensify it a little bit, so I'm going to spray some Pixie setting spray on the brush a little bit. And there it goes. Yeah, that one was super cute. I like it. It's a highlighter, it does what it does. Alright guys, so now going on to eyes. I already prepped my eyes. I already have eyeshadow base and then I set it. I'm taking Truth Cake, which is this shade right here. Just setting it all over my lid. I'm going to take Harrowing. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's see how they blend out. I'm going to first pack it on. No, I freaking chipped it real quick. Okay, I'm gonna take Dark Baptism and putting that right above everything. And then that first shade I'm gonna take again and just go above it and blend it out. So far, guys, these are blending really, really good. Alright, this is how it's looking so far. Everything looks like it's pretty much blending pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease quickly. With that first shade that we had done, I'm going to set it, Truth Cake all over. I'm going to take a little bit of Salem. I don't want it too dark. Kind of tap off the excess. Okay, I kind of fixed it, but it's looking a little bit choppy. I don't know if it's the black or if it's me. But let me kind of blend it. Next, the Eternal Bliss. I'm going to put that right on the lid. Ooh, this one's really, really pretty. Cute. I pretty much did both eyes already. I'm going to be putting some lashes on now. I already went ahead and did my mascara and I'm honestly loving how it looks. I'm not too convinced yet with the black one. I would have to try it again. So I'm going to be popping on some lashes. These are the Ellie lashes in the style Roses. I love this. The packaging real quick is so cute. These are the lashes I am going to be wearing. They're super, super pretty. Comment down below what season you are on in the show if you watch the show. If you're thinking about getting the palettes. I honestly, at first, I was super excited when they announced that they're dropping a palette with the Sabrina because I watched the show and then when I saw that it is coming out, I was like, oh my god, I have to get it. So I went ahead and picked it up and honestly playing with it, swatching around with it, it's so pretty. Like, I love it. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the swatching, cutting right here. The two swatches of that because it was kind of sheer. Angel of Death. Angel of Death, which is a white shade. Class in Session. Oh, don't come for my swatches, okay? Class in Session, that one's a pretty shade. Truth Cake. Okay, this is awful swatching, guys. I'm so sorry. Truth Cake is a really light shade, so I'm going to do about 3 swatches. There it goes. Mortuary. Oh my god, I'm going to try, okay? I promise. Mortuary. Eternal Bliss, which is what I had used. Let me see. Ooh, that's pretty. And it even swatched really good on my eyelid. It applied really well. That's the first row, okay? Alright, so we're going to get started on the second row of the palette. The first one's called Blood Earth. This one's a nice orangey shade. I think this would be a good, like, transition shade. That's super pretty. The next one's Before Dawn, sorry. Before Dawn, let's put a couple of those. That one's a really, really light shade. Sweet 16 is the next one. I never had a Sweet 16 or a quinceañera. Comment down below what the hell you had, if you had anything. I did not. Sweet 16. Batty Bat. This one's a pretty shade, actually. It has like a lot of I'm noticing like a lot of purple. Unholy Union. This one's pretty. Dang, my swatches are like super ugly. Don't come for me. That one's super pigmented. I like that one. And then the last one is Amrose, which he is one of the characters. Ooh, look how that's swatched. Yep, that is super pretty. That latch swatch though was really, really pretty. We're halfway there. Third row is Werewolf. That was a good swatch. That was like really pigmented. This one is, I cannot pronounce it, so I'm gonna leave it up on the, I'll put a text basically. This one I can't pronounce either. Acrimony. That's a pretty yellow. And that one has like a little bit of shimmer. Exorcism. I love this one. This one's a really like nice rose gold color. That was one swatch. Okay. Hell on Earth, which is a red shade. Don't disappoint. Yes. I really want to do a look with that red shade now. This reminds me of McDonald's, the yellow and the red. Okay. Harrowing Wing. I don't know. That one's the one that I used in my transition shade to start. It's like a nice brown. So that was the third row. All right, fourth row. Mortal's Delight. That wasn't too pigmented. That's a pretty shade though. I like that shade. Spellman, which is like a bluish purple one. That's pretty. Frog's Legs. Oh, I feel like I want to use this one. I've tried a green eyeshadow the other day and I loved how it looked. The next shade is Limbo, which is like a gray tone. That swatched really well. Mio Winter. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly. One's like a nice dark blue. That's pretty. Dark Carnival. Ooh, I like this color. It looks green in the palette, but when I swatch it, it's like has hints of green in it, and I see like a little bit of red tones in it too. That's really, really pretty. I know I'm gonna use that one too. Look at this makeup wipe, taking them all off. All right, guys, last row. We are almost done. My arm is so like, it needs lotion after this. Dark Baptism. It's the one I used today too. That is such a pretty color. Let me do one more swatch. That one's a really, really pretty color. Devil's Work, which is an orangey shade. Just orange shade. Look at that. That one swatch was so good. Hellraiser. That one is a really good swatch too. Dark Prince. That one needs a little bit of help, but I like that one. That one's a nice brown. Dark Princess, a nice gold one. That's super pretty. And then Salem. Pretty. So that's the last row of eyeshadows. I'll do a swatch quickly of the blushes too. So this is the blush. This is NYX Scratch. That's the blush. Super pretty. Normally I don't really wear like pink ones like that. The highlighter, which is Caliban. That one's a nice shade. And then Harvey, which is what I have on. I like how they made Nick and Harvey like as blushes. That's it. That's the one I have on. I normally wear like more corally colors like this, so I like that one. Swatch is too boring. I know a lot of people like swatches. Sorry, I'm itchy. I know a lot of people like swatches, so I went ahead and swatched it. Look how messed up my palette is now from all this swatching. It's hard to swatch, especially when you have freaking nails, but that is pretty much it. I honestly love the names of everything. It's so, I just like this palette a lot. Some are a little bit not disappointing, but not too pigmented, which are obviously the lighter tones. which was like Truth Cake, Before Dawn. They weren't too pigmented, but they are more like a lighter shade, so that's fine. This is so pretty. I know it is limited edition, so you guys need to hurry and go down to your local NYX or online if it's not sold out. Guys, so that is basically it for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys, what your guys' thoughts on the comments and what you guys thought of the swatches were, if you guys are going to be picking it up, if you guys are able to pick it up. Guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.